got a technical for basically being mad at myself because I missed the three and then I went and hit the backboard, and he told me it was disrespectful to the game of basketball. So I think he fired me up to continue to play a lot harder. I thought we got a lot better after he did that. So I want to thank him for
The Indiana Fever just dropped a game-changing announcement about Caitlin Clark, and it's shaking up the WNBA. Viewership numbers have soared, hitting an average of 1.2 million. And guess who's driving this surge? That's right, it's Caitlin Clark herself. But hold on, this is just the beginning. Let's dive into what this means for the future of women's basketball. You might be thinking, sure, Caitlin Clark is making waves, but how big are we talking? Well, let me tell you, we're not talking about a small splash here. We're talking about a full-on tidal wave that's flooding arenas and smashing TV ratings records left and right. The WNBA is seeing viewership like never before, an average of over 1.2 million viewers per game. This isn't just a small increase, it's a massive leap, and it has the entire sports world taking notice. Remember when the Indiana Fever used to play in front of maybe 4,000 fans on a good day? Well, those days are long gone. Now they're packing in crowds of 16,000 strong. That's 4 times the number of fans they used to have. They've gone from plenty of elbow room to becoming the hottest ticket in town. And it's not just in Indiana. Everywhere the Fever go, it's like they're bringing their personal army of fans with them, selling out nearly every away game. It's like the whole country has caught the Fever. Now, you might be asking, is this just a one-time thing? A flash? In the pan? Absolutely not. This season, 16 WNBA games have hit over 1 million viewers, and guess what? 14 of those games featured Caitlin Clark and the Fever. That's not just breaking records, that's shattering them. Want to hear something even wilder? The Fever's last home game before the Olympic break pulled in a staggering 1.7 million viewers. That's the kind of number that makes TV executives do a double take and has sports analysts scrambling to adjust their charts. So, what does this all mean? It means we're witnessing history in the making. The WNBA is transforming before our eyes. It's not just about one player or one team anymore. It's about a whole new level of excitement and engagement that's sweeping across the entire league. And this isn't just good news for the players and teams. It's great news for fans like us. More viewers mean more coverage, more investment, and ultimately, a better product on the court. We're talking about the potential for bigger contracts, better facilities, and maybe even expansion teams down the line. But here's the kicker. This surge isn't just reshaping the present. It's changing the future of women's basketball. Young girls watching these games, seeing packed arenas and hearing roaring crowds, are dreaming bigger than ever before. They're not just thinking about playing in the WNBA anymore. They're thinking about becoming the next Caitlin Clark, the next player to take the league by storm. Now, we've seen how Caitlin Clark is packing arenas and breaking viewership records, but let's talk about something even bigger. What's happening off the court? How is Clark changing the game when she's not even playing? Get ready, because this is where it gets really interesting. The WNBA isn't just sitting back and watching Clark work her magic. They're making serious moves behind the scenes. During the NCAA Women's Basketball Tournament, the league launched a massive marketing campaign. And guess what? They're putting 36 of the Fever's 40 games on national TV. That's not just a few extra games, that's practically the entire season. But here's the twist. This isn't just about hardcore basketball fans. The WNBA is aiming for something much bigger. They want to grab the attention of casual sports fans, people who usually only tune in for big events. As WNBA Chief Marketing Officer Phil Cook put it, the audience we really wanted to connect with this year was the audience that loves basketball or loves big sports moments or is just a casual sports fan. And you know what? It's working. People who've never watched a WNBA game before are tuning in to see what all the fuss is about. Why? Because Clark isn't just good, she's putting up numbers that make you do a double take. Remember that game where she had 19 assists and played all 40 minutes? That's the kind of performance that gets people talking. And here's where it gets even wilder. Clark isn't just influencing how many people are watching the game. she's changing what they're buying, too. Her jersey is flying off the shelves, and in fact, Clark's jersey is one of the best-selling in the entire league. She's not alone. Fellow rookie Angel Reese is right up there with her. These young stars are driving merchandise sales like never before. All this buzz is doing wonders for the WNBA's visibility. We're not just talking about a little extra attention here and there. We're talking about a massive surge in interest. The All-Star Game pulled in 3.4 million viewers. That's a whopping 305% jump compared to previous years. And it's not just about the numbers, it's about the energy and excitement Clark is bringing to the league. As WNBA Chief Growth Officer, Chloe Edison said, Caitlin was really a catalyst to bring in a lot of new fans. She's not just attracting viewers, she's creating new WNBA fans every time she steps on the court. So, what does all this mean for the WNBA? It means they're not just growing, they're exploding onto the national sports scene in a way we've never seen before. Clark isn't just a player, she's the face of a whole new era in women's basketball. The league is making sure they're ready to ride this wave all the way to the top. When we talk about Caitlin Clark changing the game, we're not just talking about what happens on the court. Her impact is sending shockwaves through the entire WNBA. And it's not just the Indiana Fever feeling the effect. The All-Star Game, as we mentioned earlier, was a massive hit, more than 3 times the viewers from previous years. But here's the thing, it's not just Clark benefiting from all this attention. Other rookies like Angel Reese are riding the wave too, with their jerseys flying off the shelves. Now, let's talk about the future of the WNBA. With all these new fans and all this excitement, teams are thinking big, really big. The Chicago Sky just announced plans for a $38 million new practice facility with 40,000 square feet of space. It'll have 2 full-size WNBA courts, private areas for players, a player lounge, and advanced training equipment. This isn't just about riding the wave, it's about building for the future. And it's not just the Sky making moves. The Indiana Fever, Clark's team, has seen their attendance skyrocket, going from 4,000 fans per game to an astounding 16,000. So, what does all this mean for the WNBA? We're looking at a future where women's basketball is bigger, better, and more exciting than ever before. We're talking better facilities, more resources for players, and maybe even new teams joining the league. The ripple effect of Clark's impact is just beginning. As more fans tune in, more jerseys fly off the shelves, and more teams invest. In their future, we're seeing the WNBA transform right before our eyes. It's an exciting time to be a fan of women's basketball, and the best is yet to come. Now that we've seen how Caitlin Clark is changing the game, let's take a look at the future. What kind of legacy is she building? How might she shape women's basketball for years to come? These are the questions everyone's asking, and the answers might surprise you. Clark's potential long-term impact is huge. As one WNBA representative put it, Caitlin Clark is a draw in a way no other player has been in the last 27 years of the WNBA's history. That's not just hype, that's a game changer. But what does this mean for the next generation of players? Young girls watching Clark light up the scoreboard, seeing packed arenas, hearing the roar of the crowd, are now dreaming bigger than ever. Playing in the WNBA isn't just a dream anymore. It's a real possibility. Clark's success is inspiring. Countless young athletes to pick up a basketball and start practicing their jump shots. As Clark continues to break records and inspire millions, the WNBA is poised for greatness. Higher salaries, better facilities, and even expansion teams are on the horizon. And if anyone can lead this revolution, it's Caitlin Clark. The WNBA is no longer just a league, it's a movement, and the best is yet to come.